camping table that I've decided to use is absolutely shit. If you're going to make a video, don't use a camping table because it's pathetic. Alright folks, it's a fresh November morning here in the UK, but we are off, Sonny and I, tomorrow to Spain, to the Sierra Nevada mountains to ride and race this EWS qualifier race. So first things first, I want to show you guys a few tips. Hopefully you can, this will help on how to pack your bike bag ready for racing abroad or riding abroad, whichever you want to do. Right, so what's the first thing we need? Obviously, a decent bike bag. Here we have it. As featured before on one of our unboxing videos, this is the new Evoc Bike Bag. I'll put the proper name on screen, can't remember it. So this is going to be the first time I get to use this. It's already been used by a friend of mine, so we know it's good. And hopefully show you how to pack for it. Also in here, I'll just get these, we've got two more. This is an older one we've been lent, and I got another yellow one in there. One is for Sonny and the other one, well, that's another little tip for you. The next thing you want, and this makes life a lot easier because obviously we are restricted to either 30 or 32 kilograms on total bike bag weight, is something along the lines of this. Now this is basically a luggage scale. This cost me a £5 from the local supermarket. So this one's got a digital readout on the top. There you go, and you just put it around the handle, lift it up, and you can see where your hand is, what it's meant to be. I'm just going to check this actually with my scales in the house, put something on there and then try it on this and just make sure it's right. Okay, here we go. Forget my scales in the house is a better way. We've got a 12 kilogram kettlebell. Now these kettlebells, I'm pretty sure they're not bang on, but they'll be near enough. So here we go. 11.85. Right, first job, get the bike out. One bike, the said vehicular, and let's get the wheels off. Now obviously you've got the air pressure issues when doing all this flying, so any air in your tyres needs to be removed. Also, if you're running air suspension, you need to let the air out of there as well. And then you want to be putting your axle back in again. Obviously you're not going to lose it, but this also adds strength to the frame, so I would tighten it up till it's sort of touching as if you have got a wheel in. Next thing, while we're here, might as well remove the rear mech. Yeah, the rear mech basically sits like the lowest part of the back end of the bike, so if it's sat on the rear mech then it's going to be bending it. You don't have to take it off, well, you just undo it and remove it. You can keep the cable attached. So that's out of the way. While it's upside down, I'm going to operate the dropper post and have it so that the drop is in as low as it'll go, because obviously it takes up less room. Not sure about how that works actually with compressed air, whether you're meant to remove all the air out of that, but let me know about that, what you think in the comments, but I'm not going to. Pedals off. These obviously stick out the side and make your bike a lot wider if you leave them on. Right, that's that done. Now the front wheel. Right, that's the wheels out. So we've got our basic rig here, which is the frame. I'll have a look at putting this in with the mudguard on. I might have to take the mudguard off. But first of all, concentrate on the wheels and what I think you need to do, well, I know you need to do, let's remove the air out. Easiest way, take the core out centre. Luckily with these TY valves, you've got a core removing tool. There you go. Don't have to go in the shed and find one. And with having this tyre yogurt in, which is a bit more like a paste, you know, it's a bit like, well, it's like yogurt rather than a liquid, like a, you know, very runny stuff like a milk. It's a lot less messy as well. Just to explain then, one other thing that I think is seriously important is to remove your rotors, because if you've got the wheels in here and this thing, you know what these baggage handlers are like, they don't give a shit. So I like to remove the rotors as well, because the wheels are like first point of contact if you've got like another bit of baggage on top of it, and yeah, it's such a pain to get there and your rotor's bent. Right, for those of you who have had any issues with bolts rounding off, like especially the small ones, my advice, get some amazing Torx and Allen keys. These are snap-on, you can't go wrong. It's a much tighter tolerance, and guaranteed for life, if you round any of these off, they will just replace them, no questions asked. Rotors are off, Shimano rotors off, ready to get packed away with the pedals. Also, a little tip worth noting, instead of having your bolts floating about, just put them back in your hubs. You know where they are then, and you're not going to lose them. I think that's the bike kind of ready to roll, so let's have a look how it fits, eh? First of all, I got it the wrong way around. Now, something else worth noting, another little tip for you. I've got these. Now you should be able to get these if you go to your local bike shop. These are what come on a lot of bikes when they're sent to the shops or sent out to people if you buy them directly, and they basically sit in the ends of your wheels, and they're ace to keep as like a little, I'll show you, they go in your hubs like that. It's just like an extra little protection, and these obviously they're free if you can get hold of them like that. Dead simple. Right, so we've got lots of straps, we've got like some kind of plastic frame, pad here, frame pad, top tube. Okay, I'm guessing that's protection. Oh, my mate who, basically what he's made, and this is another good idea, I'll take the axles off and then put these through the insides of the axles to sort of replicate your wheel, and then it'll tighten, and it means that your frame then can't squash together, so they'll hold your forks and your back end together really. So it'll be sat up like that, the forks go into there, which I'll give you a bit of a close up. There you go. So you can see it's got like the slots for the forks, but then obviously the bars will be like this, so they need to come off like that. So let's do that. Bars are undone. And I've left the stem in like that, so it's all still compact and held together. Screwed the bolts back in a bit so that they're not going to go and disappear anywhere. Now I reckon I'm going to have to take the mud guard off. Just have a quick look. Yeah, right. New bolt-on mud guard is out. The seat post. Push that in a bit. Let's see how we're looking, eh? There we go. This little bit here, it's like plastic. It's like a little mount, and it's on Velcro, so that can be moved about, and it's shaped in the bottom for your chain ring and everything to sit on it nicely. We've got all these little straps here. So we're in. We've got this strap here. This is the base thing basically. This plastic bit's like a plastic base. That's on Velcro. So it all sits on top of there, and you can move this about to suit your bike. Then you've got these two straps here that come down from the top, hold the bike that way. As you can see, the mech's floating about a bit, but we'll sort that out when I start packing a few bits in. I'll pack them around that. Then the bar, this is where they're taking the bars off, and I've strapped them around the frame here and around the frame and seat here with these extra little Velcro bits, so there's nothing moving about. I'll have to make sure this area is sort of packed out a bit so that nothing's going to press that brake lever. This here is the cover that goes around the head tube that comes with it. Nice little touch. And in here the forks are sat nice and snug in here with a strap around them, keep them nice and snug. And I'll just show you one of these pipe things. That's the pipe thing that goes around your axle to keep things nice and tight here. Just a standard bit of plastic plumber's pipe. Obviously you've got 12mm and 10mm. There's the 12mm or whatever it is on the front there, you can't really see that. And now let's get the wheels in and give her away. Oh, also for those who watched my Olin's video recently, yes, you could spin this round and get the adjuster at the bottom so it wasn't sandwiched in there, so thanks for that tip, definitely worked. So the rotor is going to go in there, nice little pouch. There's another zip pouch here that I'm going to put the pedals in. It's kind of protected. Mud guard, I think we can have that sort of sandwiched in there, that'll be fine. And now get the wheels in, and then I'll weigh it, and then I'll know how much more stuff I can put in. Right, so let's get the back wheel in. Let's get these things on. Yeah, that's better. These are made for a 10mm, so they sit on there nicely. So they're even different size. So there we go. Look, there you go. They won't fall off this time. Put it in. Wiggle it around a bit. And if you think a 29 is hard to get in, there you go. That was easy enough, wasn't it? We're in. Time to weigh it. Bear in mind that this is a steel bike and it's a very heavy build because it's got all really robust bits on there. Right, here we go. Let's test this thing out. .4, so I got 5.5 kilos. So I'm going to put another 5 kilos in. Kitchen scale. So I got my hip pack, pump, tube, little Crank Brothers multi-tool, a couple of cliff shot, an end thing for your CO2. I'll just have to get the canisters over there. Helmet, chin, load of Cliff Barry stuff, back protector, 2 race tops, a couple of under tops for knee pads, 2 pairs of riding shorts, 2 pairs of socks. So that's 5 now, that's on 5. So I've got like half a kilo left. Shoes, but they're half a kilo. They're a kilo. So that's a lot really, because it was weighing that box as well before. So the rest is going to have to go into the other bag that me and Sonny have gone halves on, so that we can load right up with loads of kit for racing. If you're not racing, it doesn't really matter. You don't need all this kit. You know, I wouldn't need 2 sets of anything because you just wash it at night, which I suppose we could do, but you know, I'd rather just have it so that we've got a rotation over 2 days. Let's get it all in the bag. Right, so it's packed up, got all that stuff in it. Let's have a look what it's weighing in at now. 32.9. So I got too much in. So I'm going to take the shoes out. They can go in the spare one with all the spares. And then I know I'm at 32. 31.6. Bang on, that's done, that's ready to go. So I'll just show you what it's looking like inside. Right, here we go. So that's the wheel underneath us there, and I've got a knee pad which I've put around the mech, and one in front of it just to protect it. With bars and bits and pieces down there. Helmet, chin piece, socks, back protector, all that stuff. I chucked in a few Sax underwear and some gloves. So that's ready to go. And if you're traveling lighter than me, and you know, obviously there's a lot of people with a lot of lighter bikes, you can easily get everything in here. But as we're going for racing, we've had some tyres sent over which we're going to bring back. That's why we're spending the extra 60 quid on the extra bag between us. So I'm going to start sort of loading that up with bits and pieces. And also something else worth noting, don't try and save weight by putting your pedals in your luggage to go, or your hand luggage, you know, your locker one, whatever they call it. I did that. They started swabbing them and it made me late and I actually missed the plane. So watch that video here. So that's ready to rock. This is the Evoc bag, fantastic bit of kit. I'm going to get ready now, totally finished, and see you on the next vlog in Spain. I hope this was of any use to anyone who's about to travel or someone looking at a bike bag. These Evoc things are fantastic. Thanks for watching. Check out all the description for the video for any of our affiliate links, any discount codes you can get, what you would get free if you buy a Stanton bike with our code, etc, etc. Thanks for watching. Keep it pinned.